7:30 this morning, Congress is considering sending checks to Americans amid the coronavirus outbreak. This morning, we examine how much could be headed your way. And a new COVID-19 testing site opens today in Spokane, but health leaders say it's not for just anyone. We tell you what you need to know about the new drive-through location.
And today's the first full day of the spring season. We'll be talking about very spring-like weather that's coming our way for the weekend.
Good morning, I'm Joshua Robinson. We have breaking news overnight. A healthcare worker at Multicare Spokane Internal Medicine Clinic has tested positive for COVID-19. According to Multicare, staff will contact patients who may have come into contact with the worker. Patients and colleagues will be asked to monitor their symptoms and if then tested to see if they develop ongoing symptoms. Now, Multicare released a statement. It reads in part, "We know that we are in an unprecedented time and we are doing all possible to keep both patients and employees safe." Now, in the meantime, Multicare will be cleaning and disinfecting their entire clinic. A full cleaning and disinfection of the clinic will be done before any patients visit the clinic. Spokane Regional Health District has been notified. Here are 3 things you need to know this morning about coronavirus. There are now 9 positive cases of COVID-19 here in Spokane County. Nearly 1,400 people have tested positive for COVID-19 in the state of Washington. 74 people now have died. Now, Governor Jay Inslee has ordered a temporary halt to elective medical and dental surgeries. He wants to free up enough protective gear for medical staff working to curb the spread of the virus. The governor made that proclamation yesterday, and it applies to any non-urgent medical or dental procedure that requires medical professionals to wear personal protective equipment. That includes hospitals, surgery centers, dental and orthopedic offices. And the Spokane Public School District is offering grab-and-go meals to students. These meals are for any child up to the age of 18, even if they do not attend Spokane Public Schools. Meals will be served from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. Monday through Friday. Meals will include breakfast and lunch. Students must be present to pick up their meals. And for a full list of all of the participating locations, you can visit KREM.com. Happening today, Spokane Regional Health District is opening up a COVID-19 drive-through test site, and the purpose of this site is to help minimize the impact that's being seen at local hospitals or medical centers. Now, just because it's a drive-through, that doesn't mean that anyone can use the site whenever they want. So this morning, we're walking you through this checklist you need to follow before you can use their service. First and foremost, you see it right there. District leaders say you need to be showing these symptoms of COVID-19: fever, coughing, trouble breathing, and tiredness. Now, if you do show those symptoms, the next thing you need to do is visit your doctor and ask them for a referral. Only with that referral, you can visit the COVID-19 testing site. Now, it's located at the Spokane County Fairgrounds and will be open daily from 10 a.m. to 8 p.m. At the site, health officials will screen you for symptoms of COVID-19. If you do show those symptoms, they will administer a nasal swab, and that swab will be sent off to the nearest available lab for testing. But this last point is important to know. Your test results will not be available for you while you are on site. Of course, we have this process explained right now on KREM.com. Our KREM 2 mobile app, and our own Nicole Hernandez is live this morning from the Spokane County Fairgrounds with the latest updates on that drive-through testing site. Good morning, Nicole.
And good morning, Joshua. So this drive-through testing site will be open starting today and will be open every day from this point forward at the Spokane County Fairgrounds. Now, the thing is here, though, like you said, Joshua, is you do need that doctor referral in order for the workers here to screen you. So when they screen you, they're going to be asking about your symptoms, be testing you for a fever, asking you whether or not you've traveled, who you've been in contact with, and then that screening will help determine if you should actually be tested. There will be volunteers and signs posted at the fairgrounds guiding patients through the entire process. Medical professionals will conduct the screening while patients stay in their cars. Like Joshua said, the test will be done by swabbing the inside of your nose, then it will be sent to a lab to be tested. The drive-through site has a little more than 1,000 swab kits as of right now, and they will be running until they run out of those. So Kelly Hawkins from Spokane Regional Health District says once that they run out of those swabs, they will close until they get more. So just to be clear, again, anyone can just hop in line and get tested at this point. If you feel like you should be tested for COVID-19, you need to call your doctor, walk through your symptoms with your doctor, and then they will decide whether or not you should come here, and they will give you that referral if they think that you should. Now, if you do get that referral, do come down here. Kelly Hawkins does suggest you bring your health insurance card. But if you don't have health insurance, you will not be turned away. Now, again, like you said, Joshua, this will open today at 10 a.m. and will be open every day through 8 p.m. Live in Spokane, I'm Nicole Hernandez.
Nicole, thank you very much. And if you have any questions about this drive-through, you can continue to text us your questions at 509-448-2000. And of course, we have more coverage on the coronavirus that continues throughout the morning. But first, we do want to give you a quick look outside, and that means we are joined with this beautiful sunrise shot by Evan Narani, who's going to tell us a little bit more about the forecast. Evan, good morning.
Good morning. We are starting off our Friday morning with beautiful sunny skies outside. Very spring-like weather in the forecast as we go forward through the weekend. So that's the best part of it. Next 12 hours brings us to sunny conditions. A few high clouds do hang out with us for the next couple hours, but otherwise mostly sunny skies. 58 is that forecast high. Keep in mind, this is several degrees above normal for this time of year, so enjoy the warmer than normal temperatures. Maybe get outside, take a breath of fresh air, and enjoy it while you can. Outside right now, it is a bit chilly to start off the day. We're seeing temperatures primarily in the about 30s, so it is a chillier start to the morning, but what we see going into the next 12 hours is kind of a promising spot in the forecast. I'll send things back over to you, Joshua.
Evan, thank you very much. 7:36 this morning, and the coronavirus has become not only a threat to people's health, but to their financial well-being as well. You might be hearing talk about how the federal government plans to help people in need right now. As our Casey Decker explains how likely it will happen and how it could work.
Until very recently, talk about cash payments was just that, talk. But now there's an actual written proposal on the table. It comes from Senate Republicans. Here's how their proposal would work. The government will look at your 2018 tax return. If you made under $75,000 as an individual, you get a $1,200 check. Technically, it's a tax rebate, but the bill tells the Treasury to send you the money as soon as possible. If you made between $75,000 and $99,000, you'll still get some money, but the amount decreases the more you make. And if you made more than 99 grand as an individual, sorry, you get no money. Couples filing jointly would get $2,400 if they're under a $150,000 threshold. They get nothing if they made more than 198 grand. Anything in between, they get something less than $2,400. Also, there's a $500 bonus for each child, meaning a family of 4 making less than 150 grand could see a $3,400 check. Under the Republican plan, this would be a one-time payment. So how likely is it to actually pass? Well, right now, the momentum seems pretty strong, but there could be some sticking points. For one, many Democrats have said they'd prefer monthly payments rather than just a one-off. And secondly, this proposal is part of a much broader $1 trillion stimulus package, one that includes bailouts for major industry. And many Democrats have expressed reservations about how those bailouts will work. That said, given the crisis, there's been a lot of energy to just get the stuff that everyone agrees on passed right now and work out the rest later. So this proposal will still require negotiation and approval from the Republican Senate, the Democratic House, and President Trump. But at the moment, it looks like getting cash into your hands is actually a realistic possibility. Casey Decker, KREM 2 News.
Thank you, Casey. And of course, we're going to take a look now at the latest news across the United States. We know this morning more than 200 people have reportedly died in the United States from COVID-19. There are more than 14,000 people who have been infected across the country. Effective at midnight, the entire state of California is on a stay-at-home order indefinitely. This is the most drastic measure any state has taken to date to curb the spread of the virus.
We need to bend the curve in the state of California. And in order to do that, we need to recognize the reality.
These changes come as the number of infected cases throughout the U.S. continues to rise. Now, over on the East Coast, New York Governor Andrew Cuomo has issued new restrictions for all non-essential businesses.
That means 75% of the workforce must stay at home.
Meanwhile, in Washington, D.C., Republicans and Democrats continue to negotiate a stimulus package that would help American workers and businesses. And if we look globally, The death toll in Italy this morning has now surpassed the total seen in China. More than 3,400 people in Italy have died from COVID-19. And many of you have reached out to us and asked us about Washington's governor issuing a shelter-in-place order. So we want to take this time to make it very clear the governor has not issued that kind of order. The state has already enacted social distancing policies, and they've also temporarily shut down bars and restaurants, and they've limited the size of gatherings. So instead of focusing on a potential shelter-in-place order, the governor says he's concerned right now about economic problems. In a news conference, quote, Inslee says, "We could spend a lot of time trying to chase down rumors, and we've got to focus on today's challenges today."
All right, that's exactly right, Joshua. Now, switching gears now, trending this morning is a video that you've probably seen on your news feed. So Gal Gadot, she plays Wonder Woman. Whoops! Fell off. There we go. Okay. She shared this video that has 20 celebrities singing the song Imagine. Now, Gadot captured the video. We're all in this together. And she also said that she shared this from her 6th day of quarantine. Kristen Wiig, Amy Adams, Will Ferrell, Sia, Labyrinth are all among the list on the celebrities. You can listen in for a second. It's kind of a cool video.
Imagine no possessions. I wonder if you can. No need for greed and hunger. Brotherhood of man.
A lot of familiar faces there for sure. Well, they attempted to ease people's concerns over the coronavirus, but instead seemed to have irritated the internet. Most comments using the word cringy and insensitive to describe it, and out of touch with what people are going through around the world. Now, we did see a tweet coming in from someone saying watching millionaires sing from their luxury properties with the rest of us are in danger of losing our homes, job, access to healthcare did not really lighten the mood. But on the other side, we did see comments like, I didn't expect people to be so negative. It did bring a smile to my face, didn't hurt anyone, and that was cute. So you guys can make that judgment on your own this morning. But it's just kind of one of several things that are trending online this morning. People have turned to humor, especially with memes on social media, to just kind of remind everyone we're all in this together. It's our new normal. So wishing everyone a good morning at that. 7:42 now.
Yeah, I think one thing that I have actually really enjoyed is the artists that have decided to do online concerts and bring music into it. So I'd say in that sense, it is something to look forward to and something you can kind of brighten your day with. But I understand how some people can look at that video and say, okay, these people are, shouting from their mansions that, they're singing this song from their mansions and they aren't really seeing the real world. So I understand both sides of it.
I also think, Evan and Dana Marie, it's easier if we add context that we're seeing from other like sports, the world of sports athletes. I know that in Major League Baseball, a lot of those, they're also considered celebrities, but their focus right now is figuring out ways to make sure that the employees that would work at those stadiums get paid. Right. So it's kind of this mixed batch. I understand that there are celebrities that within their confines of their own quarantines, they want to try and help people relax, but we're seeing a lot of news about people that do it in different ways. So I guess I can see the conflict, but they're not hurting anyone. They're trying to help in whatever way they can, I guess.
Agreed.
All right, 7:43 this morning. Coming up after the break, a look at a resource that can help keep you up to date on coronavirus numbers, both locally and globally. We have that when we come back.